And good afternoon, you've got JC here from Caden Connections. This video is about scams. Now, scams, what's the purpose of a scam? In almost all cases, it is to get your money, or to get your assets, or control over your assets, or both. And dating somebody in a Southeast Asian country is no exception. You have to be very careful. The reason for that is the exchange rate. Our money, like for example, I'm in New Zealand at the moment. I've just spent 3 months in Bangkok. My partner will be coming here hopefully when she gets her visa shortly. Anyway, the minimum wage can be anywhere from $2.50 to say $4 an hour NZ. Over here in New Zealand it's 25 I think dollars, so it's 10 times more money than what they earn in their home country. So we are absolutely targets, and the easiest way to scam someone is online, pretending that you're a lady who is looking for love. Often the scammers will talk to 10, 15, 20 guys at once. There are businesses set up to impersonate women with photos and profiles, and they'll chat to you and they'll prey on your vulnerabilities, and they'll talk to you about how much they love your country and they can't wait to see you and all that kind of stuff. It'll make you feel incredible. It'll make you feel special. But I would say a good third to a half of the conversations I've had online, and I've done it for, I'll say, shits and giggles, just to uncover the scammers, were scammers. And there was probably, maybe a half, 2/3 if you're lucky, depending on the site, that were actually legit. So things to watch out for. The obvious one is a romance scam. They will prey on you by digital means. So you'll be chatting to somebody with photos and profiles. You don't even know if it's a woman. So I suggest you, if you're talking to multiple women, trying to figure out who has got the right vibe for you, do the text stuff first, find out if there is some kind of connection. If they are legit, you'll never know at this stage anyway. Then do a phone call. The phone call is the next stage. Get on the phone, hear their voice, chat to them, get them to send photos of where they live. Then you'll do a video call. I mean, those three things are the absolute minimum for when you're trying to have a connection with somebody overseas. So it's the chat online, it's the audio on the phone, and it's the video call. After that, it's really up to you. Don't volunteer any money, because they may, if they're a scammer, they'll be asking for things like, I need to go to the doctors this week, I just need $20. And you're thinking, wow, $20 is not much. I've been speaking to this person for a month, why not? Entirely up to you, but I suggest you don't. I just say, look, to be honest, I would love to, but I just have a policy. It's integrity. It's just I just don't give money to anyone I haven't met yet. And that comes across pretty legit. It's like, but please, look, I don't give money to anyone I haven't met yet. Oh, don't you trust me? Don't you trust me? If they start talking like that, say, you know what? This is not working out. Goodbye. That's the end of it. Trust me, they are a scammer if they're putting pressure on you at all. They might ask for money for their farm, their buffalo, to help their dying grandmother. They've got some gambling debt they've got to pay off. There's a loan shark that's coming after them. They've hurt themselves. They need an X-ray. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So just forget all of that. Just say, look, I'm sorry. I can't do that until I've actually met you. That will shut out most of the scammers, and they will disappear once they realise you're not an easy target. If you decide to go and see them, that's one thing. That's the next stage. The last scam online that I've come across is the intimacy scam, where they'll send you some intimate photos of them and ask for intimate photos in return. Only to then turn around and go, you know what? If you don't send me some money right now, give me $1,000, I'm going to put these photos of you all over the internet. Holy crap. So what's the obvious rule there is don't do it. Even if they are legit, you don't send any photos of any of your privates on any medium ever. You get married and have kids, you still don't do it when they're at work. You just don't do it, because once it's out there forever. So that's the intimacy scam. What else is there? Okay, so cool. Look, okay, so you've decided to go and see them. Another scam they may pull on you is they'll go, great, I'll meet you at the airport or whatever, but I need some money to travel from my hometown to Bangkok in this case. That's a tricky one, because often, whether it's legit, if it is legit, they actually do need money, and they can't afford the $100, $200, which is like 4,000 baht, which is probably a week's wages, if not more, to get there. So you're going to have to probably toss a coin on that one, to be honest, because you won't even know. If they seem legit and they're not, and they're playing you, they may not have the money. So that's the only time where I would say, yeah, look, if you're going to pay for their flight, it's a one-way flight. There's a very good chance they will meet you, but if you get to the airport and you've lost $200, who cares? What I would do in that particular case is, before you give them any money, just say, look, I'm coming to Bangkok anyway. I'm going to come and see you. Hopefully that'll be great. But if you're not there for any reason, you get sick or you can't make it, that's cool. But I'm coming to Bangkok, so make it about you anyway. But if you lose a couple of $100 and they're scamming you, oh well, you get a trip to Bangkok or Thailand or anywhere in Thailand, Phuket, Pattaya, Chiang Mai. Enjoy it. Now, when you get there, you're still not out of the woods yet. You may have met them. That's fantastic. Then I'll just leave it up to you, and you just have your sweet merry time and enjoy Bangkok. And just good luck to you. Sometimes you will meet girls if you go there solo. If you haven't gone there for love, you've actually gone there just for a good time, or the person that you had hoped to meet doesn't turn up. If you go there solo, watch out the bars. The girls in the bars will pretend they've never met someone as wonderful as you, and they will make you feel incredibly special. They'll use all the feminine skills that they have to make you blush, and you'll feel $1,000,000. Then they'll start asking for money. In that particular case, make sure you leave your passport in the hotel. You take 2 or 3 different credit cards. The high-value credit cards, leave those in your room. Take out some low-value credit cards, or even better, just take cash and take the cash with you. It's a bit like gambling. When you go to a casino, don't take your credit cards, just take the cash. So when you've got no more cash left, you leave. And that's about it, really. So yeah, common sense. Don't offer to give any money. If you do, and it's $10 here, $10 there, $20 there, it may start to increase. I'd just suggest you don't give any money to anyone for any reason. Don't send any photos that are intimate until you actually meet them. Then, if you meet them and it's all going well, then yeah, go for it. Doesn't mean that in 2 years, as I've heard stories, they don't marry you, have children, buy a house, and then leave. That's the same of any society, be it Asian or Western. That's the long game. And there are some girls out there that do the long game. And I've heard of many, many sad stories of gentlemen that have been married and have bought a house and got the visa. The partner of theirs has moved to the country where they came from, only to within weeks or months get a lawyer, after they've got a job. And say, that's it, I'm out of here. And they do that, and they do it again and again and again, and that's their career. I've heard a few stories. It does happen. I'm sure it happens every day, somewhere around the world, not just Asia. So yeah, good luck to you. Keep in touch. I've got some tips and tricks to weed out the scammers with a certain psychological strategy that I used, and I have used, haven't used since obviously because I got married last year, but I can pass on to you, but you'll have to get that through the comments or jump onto a video call with me and we'll chat soon. Cheers.